developing South. Therefore, for the purpose of studying megacities of the South, it is pertinent that indigenous models and theories are developed. But till the time such developments take place, Ananya Roy directs us towards the route of policy responses in order to explain the development taking place in the southern cities. Going by Roy's suggestion, an examination of Kolkata's adopted political and economic measures reveal how the city was restructured in order to satiate the demand of global capitalism, particularly in the recent years, and these actions have had direct impact on the East Kolkata wetlands. When in May in 1955, the foundations were laid to develop the satellite town called Salt Lake, the first step towards dismantling the wetlands was taken. Since then, the wetlands have been the go-to site for any major development that is to happen in Kolkata, be it the 1917 and 80s reclamation of the wetlands for setting up of Patuli and Eastern Metropolitan Township and the EM bypass, or the new town in Rajarhat in 2002. The consequence of these decisions of the state on the wetlands, now I'll demonstrate in some of the slides that are to follow. This is an ad of a real estate property. Innumerable such real estate development sites have come up along the eastern periphery. They will invariably have names and visuals alluding to the greenery and the natural setting of the area, and they will be promising the best standard of living. This is a picture I took of the 45-story luxury residential apartment complex called Urbana, which stands on land that was once wetlands on the western edge of the East Kolkata wetlands. The excessive urbanization of the eastern periphery of Kolkata has been fueled by the state's the increasing reliance of the state on the real estate sector to bring it economic gains. It is well known that Kolkata was once referred to as the dying city, and for a long time the state became a symbol of economic decline due to flight of industries. This slide shows how much and how rapidly the wetlands are losing the original characteristics. The satellite images are of Bhagwanpur Moja, which forms which from 88% water bodies in 2002 became only 19% in 2016. And I'm sure if we go and do a study now, the current figure would be even lower. The wetland conversion for real estate has kindled conversion of illegal kind as well. These pictures are again from my field, and they depict illegal conversion of the wetland for various purposes and through devious means. The picture with the blue poster in the foreground. Yes?
Yes, enough. Please conclude.
Yes, okay. I'll be concluding, sir.
There are so many components you have to explain, but we have limited time.
Yes, okay. So just give me just two more minutes, sir.
No, within 2 minutes. You have to conclude first.
Yeah, the picture with the blue poster is advertising sale of the wetlands in the background through the local club, and the picture which is on the lower right is of an engineering college which has again come up illegally in the area. The other two pictures are also of illegal encroachment. The one on the top right is of the earth mount, which is waiting to get dumped into the water body next to it and get it converted into a residential plot. So this slide shows some headlines from news papers and news publishing websites, and they indicate towards the kind of development and also illegal developments that's happening in the wetlands. So now I'll come to my concluding remarks, and I'd like to conclude with this quote from Shaumakdar, who says Kolkata has changed quite a lot in the last few decades. It wants to become Delhi. It must catch up with the flash and glitz found elsewhere. It too must have its high-tech township and must embody a new mode of circulation of money, information, human resources, and power. It does not think that its old organic character is worth retaining. If discarding the old organic character is the necessary sacrifice to make in order to develop, let that be. If road space increases while space for human interaction decreases, that price Kolkata must pay. So this remark of Shamadar is clearly alluding to a lament that if looked through the prism of current development in the city, the drastic conversion of the city and therefore the wetland does not bode well for either the city or the wetland. The physical landscape is invariably changing, but what many a times remains unacknowledged in this massive transformation of the natural landscape is the transformation of the natural landscape and the social lives of the people who continue to depend on the wetlands for their livelihood. Thank you. That was my presentation. Thank you very much.
Okay, nice presentation. Anybody want to say something? Professor Nagesh sir? Nagesh sir?
Sir, no, sir, nothing, sir. Nothing, sir.
Okay. So, all right. You have nicely presented. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Next. So, I invite Mr. Abhay Kumar. Abhay Kumar, yes, please present your paper.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, shall I upload my presentation, sir?
Yes, yes, please.
Sir, can you switch over to next participant code? I am having some problem in uploading the PPT, sir.
Okay. So,
Thank you, sir.
who is available here? Sumitra Bera. Sumitra Bera?
Yes, sir. Sumita Bera.
Yeah, you can present. You please present your presentation.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay.
I am Sumita Bera from Ravenshaw University, Kotak, Odisha. Now, sorry, 1 minute, sir. I want to share my PPT.
You will be talking on evolution of urban migration pattern.
Yes, sir.
Regions in Odisha, huh?
Yes.
District level analysis. Yes, you can show your presentation here.
Yes, sir. Sir, is it visible?
Yeah. Okay, we are watching. That's very clear.
Okay, sir.
Good. You can start.
Now I am presenting the paper, The Evolution of Urban Migration Patterns and Regions in Odisha, a district level analysis.
Okay.
I want to skip this. Then main objectives of this paper are first one, to analyze the changing patterns of migrations in urban areas of Odisha. Second one, to examine various causes of migrations in urban areas of Odisha. The database and methods, this paper is primarily based on secondary data, and major source of data is Census of India from 1991 to 2011. Mainly, census provides migration data on the basis of place of birth and place of last residence. But this study is only use migration data based on place of last residence. And those are the some indicators and statistical indicators also. This is the my analysis part. First one, trends of migrations in urban areas of Odisha, 1991 to 2011. When we see the history of migration in overall India and all state of the India, many scholars argued that migration in India is historically a within state phenomena. In earlier, less number of peoples were migrated from one administrative boundary to another due to dominant of caste in society, traditional norms and values. People want to live in a joint family, diversification of language and culture, low literacy rate, and engage in primary activities in India, and also overall India. Yes, but after liberalization and globalization, people are moved from one region to another, and therefore rate of migration has increased in India. Odisha, as a socio-economically backward state of India, represents high rate of in-migration and also out-migration in the state, within the state and outside the state also. This figure shows that when we see the data of 2011, shows that urban migrations in Odisha is very high as compared to India. But urbanization rate in India is very low, that is 16%. And high growth rate is also found in both males and females, and a high growth of female migrations to urban areas, which indicates feminization of migrations. This is very important for Odisha. And that is basically globalization process in economy has brought about a shift in the pattern of migrations of females. Due to better opportunities in urban places, women from various socioeconomic background has migrated to urban areas. Economically, handshaves in the form of poverty and lack of employment opportunities forces them to migrate for survival. This is the next slide. That is distribution of migration by streams of migrations in Odisha 1991 to 2011. This figure shows that rural to rural stream of migrations has shared high proportion of males and female migrations, but it has rapidly declined over time, both for males and females. And it is the more in case of males because due to low agricultural productivity in rural areas, and they want to move from rural unproductive agricultural area to new areas with development activities. Rural to urban female migrations has significantly increased over time, and proportion of both males and females has risen in the streams of urban to urban migrations from 1991 to 2011. Though females are predominantly migrated from rural to rural areas, which indicate in terms of marriage migrations, it has shifted from rural to rural streams of migrations to other streams of migrations in Odisha. Then duration of migration by streams and administrative location in India. These tables present the composition of migration by streams, administrative locations, and durations. The share of rural to urban streams of migrations has comparatively lower in long distance migrations and as compared to short distance migrations. That is the inter-districts and inter-districts, which indicates migration decrease with increasing distance, which follow the Ravenstein's theory of migrations. And many migrants from both rural and small urban areas are moved for long distance due to lack of higher educational institutions, mainly professional and technical institutions, and in their districts, and also due to better job facilities in big cities. According to Census of India in 2011, more than 45% of the migrants in urban areas are staying in long duration, that is more than 10 years, and recent migrations, that is more than 6 months, and less than 1 year has risen while declining trends has been found in other category of durations of migrations. Travel between home and workplace as a very important form of spatial mobility due to improving transportation facilities between rural and urban areas, providing an alternative form of residential migrations in urban areas. Proportion of long durations of migrations is greater in the streams of rural to urban rather than the streams of urban to urban. Then flow of migrations from other state to urban, Odisha 2011. According to Census of India 2011, only 0.46% migrants moved from outside India to urban areas of Odisha. And small proportion, very small proportion of migration, that is 12.2% from other states of Odisha comes to urban Odisha. And basically nearest states of Odisha, that is Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, share more than 10,000 population who moved from those states to Odisha. Then district level net migration rate in urban Odisha, it is surprising to note that not only developed districts, socioeconomically poorest districts also represent positive rate of net migration. And many coastal districts whose socioeconomically developed districts shows more out migrations from urban areas than in migrations in urban areas. Then a regional performance for in migrations in urban Odisha 2011. This figure shows that coastal regions is the first choice of destinations for the migrants from other regions of that is from northern region and southern regions. People migrated to urban areas of the coastal region because of mainly pull factors, high growth of urbanizations, infrastructural development, better job facilities in tertiary sector, higher education institutions, better lifestyles, and growing urban infrastructure sector in Bhubaneswar planned city and suburban areas, which are the main motives for migration from other regions of Odisha. Then district level patterns of migrations in urban Odisha 2011 figure shows that Odisha represents a low level of urbanizations. Already I discussed that is 16.7%, but around 50% of the population in urban Odisha is constituted as migrants. In 2011, many districts represents low level of urbanizations but high rate of migrations in urban areas due to industrial development of those districts. That is that is 4 districts basically. Then the relationship between urbanization and migrations in Odisha 2011, correlations of regressions between two variables shows there are moderately positive relations between level of urbanizations and rate of migrations. Then regions of migration in urban areas of Odisha, why they migrate? Basically, the share of total employment related migrations, that is work, employment and business, has declined. Overall, family-related migrations for both males and females has been gone up. And the most important recent trends in migrations has been increasing women migrations for their own, which is known as feminization of migrations. Whereas primarily male migrants were used to dominate the urban areas in past, but now the females to move to urban areas for various reasons. Then this is the migrations to cities for most 10 cities. Then this is the conclusion part. Already I discussed in the analysis part. Then thank you.
Okay, you analyzed the data based on this
Yes.
2011 census. Okay, have you
Yes.
have you studied some areas during this COVID
No,
COVID-19?
no, sir. No, sir.
Eh?
No, sir.
Because we are facing the problem of the
Yes, yes,
migrant
sir.
labor.
Yes, sir.
The people are shifting from one area to another, and they
Yes.
are leaving their job and shifted again their native places. Is there any impact? So better you can link the latest position, what happened in that area, so
Yes, sir.
that would be more useful or significant for the future planning. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so try to note down first, and just you conduct 2-3 samples, particular villages where the high concentration of migrant laborers can be seen nowadays, and then you can go for some conclusions. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Anybody want to say something about this paper?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I would like to ask Grażyna Haberek from the University of Gdańsk in Poland. The question is not only to the last presenter, but in total, because you observe the data. The last data is 2011, and also last week I was asked to review the paper from India and about the population in Mumbai, and that was also the data. The data was up to 2011. So my question is, in India there is no new data about the population.
No,
not any official data. Why it's so? That's my question for everyone.
Yeah, I understand what you want to say. Just you see, the data, official data is available only the census, and that is available in 2011, and after 10 years, again we will be having the data in 2021. So the basic problem is this, we can go for some field study. Your suggestion is very much welcome, and they should go for some field study, so get the latest position at the ground reality, and we can analyze the new things in the current situation. That's why I'm talking about they should go for some migrant labor problems nowadays we are facing due to this COVID-19. Yeah.
Yes. What do you think about the data which is collecting?
Data. Some agencies are working. Some agencies are working, and
yes,
the secondary data is not available. We have to go in the field first, and some of the data can be just collected from the local administration also, that some registration is going on about the migrant labor. So seek an update. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. I welcome. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you. Then I will be inviting first Mr. Ajay. Abhay Kumar, are you ready? Mr. Abhay Kumar,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me.
are you ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, show your presentation, PPT.
Sure, sir.
Okay,
Sir,
please.
allow me to share the presentation, sir.
Yes, yes, please. So Abhay Kumar will be talking on particular this rural out migration.
Sir,
And
kindly,
the role of push-pull factors in the district of East Champaran, Bihar. Yes?
kindly permit me to upload the presentation from your end, sir. It is showing that I
You
can't
are
share.
permitted. Okay, please show your presentation. Show your presentation. Please.
ये presentation किसका चल रहा है already?
नहीं उसको हटाइए पहले वाले.
नहीं इन्होंने screen सर आपने screen share किया हुआ
Yeah,
है
screen share.
आपके end से problem है सर
Sir,
You share your screen. Yes, first.
sir, I have not shared my screen. Whenever I'm trying to share my presentation, they are showing that you cannot start a screen share while the other participant is sharing.
okay now you can share
You can share now.
Okay.
Just try.
yes
Yes. Okay, it's okay.
Is it visible, sir?
Yeah, yeah. That has gone on screen. Yes, you can start now to start about the theme and you just introduce your.
Okay. So, Honorable Chair, Co-Chair, and friends and respected people from around the globe.
Okay.
So, I am Dr. Abhay Kumar, and I am here to present my presentation on rural out-migration and role of push-pull factors in the district of East Champaran, Bihar. As we are well aware about the conditions of Bihar, that it is having a rural background and people used to out-migrate for their living and for education and for various other reasons. So what is happening that several push and pull factors act and then the migration takes place. So push and pull factors acts between the place of origin and the place of destination, giving rise to movement of people. And this movement of people is guided by some sort of economic and non-economic factors. Now, if we talk about the rural migrants of Bihar, then they are moving due to the dissatisfaction at the place of origin and lured by the high wages, regular wages, fixed working hours at the place of destination. So the present research study attempts to analyze the acting push-pull factors in the process of rural out-migration in the study area. The objective, I have only single objective to analyze the role of push-pull factors in the rural out-migration in East Champaran district of Bihar and India. And this is the methodology. First of all, we have carried out a field survey during the year 2017, in which we have first of all collected taken the sample size of village and households, and then some sort of a statistical techniques were applied to carry out the division between the two community development blocks. Like first one is Zataria, which is a highly developed block, while the second is Motihari, which is a less developed block. And then there is a collection of data, and then we have compiled the data, and then we're sorting and tabulation of the various sort of parameters and information. And so first we will talk about the push factors of responsible for male out migration in the study area. Broadly classified, we know that there are two categories, that economic push factors and non-economic push factors. Cause economic push factors are much more dominant as compared to non-economic. So in economic, we have a categories like improper wages, unsatisfactory jobs, low income and debt burden, landlessness. And if we go through the percentage wise, then we will see that in CDB1 Motihari, near about 27.56% migrated due to improper wages, while in the CDB2 Tataria, 27.8% migrated for improper wages. So there is a considerable difference between the two factors. Now, if we talk about the pull factors responsible for male out migration, then cause migrants are moving to various places, whether we talk about Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, and so several sort of pull factors are also acting, like placement, job outside the place of origin, transfer in the job, unsatisfactory job, generation of business outside the place of origin. And comparing the two blocks like Motihari and Tataria, we have less number of migrants from Motihari, like 17.46 are migrating if they are placed or from their place of origin. While from Sidibi Tetaria, they are migrating about 28.57%. Now, if we talk about non-economic factors, then dependence on family, better social standards, better living standards, and then mood with parents, mood alone. These are some factors which are acting likewise. Now, this is the graphical representation of the pull factors, which I discussed earlier. So this is the thing is happening in the East Champaran. And now total automigration induced by push-pull factors in the study area. If we try to compare the overall scenario, then we will see that total economic push factors resulting in 68.50 percent of migrants to move from Motihari, while 66.36 from Tetaria. And likewise, pull factors, total economic pull factors are resulting in 17.35% of migrants to move from East Motihari to while this percentage becomes more 21.27 in Tetaria. And total non-economic push factors responsible for 2.73 migrants to move outwards, while 5.94 are moving out from Tetaria. Then non-economic pull factors 11.41 1% from Motihari, and then 6.43 from Tetaria. And now if we come to the concluding remarks, then we will see that rural background, or you can say poverty induced migration is the most dominant in the East Champaran district, because people are not having that much of economic opportunities, so they move to other places in order to earn their daily bread and butter. And though the government is trying hard to improve the scenario at the place of origin, but still there are several factors, push-pull factors are there to lure people and to lure migrants from the Bihar, East Champaran, Bihar. Thank you.
Okay. Abhay Kumar, you presented your presentation very nicely, but some 2-3 things can be very much clear.
Okay, sir.
When you have observed that what are the basic reason to creation of this pull factor? Pull factors.
Sir,
Why people migrate from one area to another? What are the basic reason?
Sir,
Bihar.
See, when a place of origin lacks something and place of destination is offering something, then the migration takes place. If we take the case of education, then cause the place of origin is having a less number of educational institute, better educational institute, and the other places like Delhi, Punjab, Haryana are having much better educational institute. So people are migrating from place of origin to place of destinations for better educational opportunities, sir.
Okay, have you studied these marginal workers? People are migrating as a marginal worker. For few months, they go to the Calcutta, Patna, and other cities, metro cities, and they are getting jobs for 5 or 6 months. Again, they come back to the native place. So, is there any planning from the state government side?
Sir,
the marginal worker I'm talking about,
I got
ice cream sellers and other seasonal migration.
See, yes, sir, if we talk about migration, then these are my personal views, that if we talk about poverty-induced migration, then poverty-induced migration is not going to contribute anything in the development of a country. Reason is that that person is leaving its place of origin and moving to place of destination just to earn daily bread and butter. To meet the two ends, and after meeting the two ends, nothing is saved for him or his family, sir.
Okay, thank you. Anybody wants to say something about this paper?
Sir,
okay.
Sir, I have one question,
sort of, suggestion, or you can talk about.
Yeah, sir, I am Srinagar, sir. Abhayji, have you seen anything, any change in the COVID situation regarding the type of migration in the pandemic conditions where people have migrated from their workplace to the native place?
So reverse migration, sir.
Yeah.
That is known as a reverse migration, sir.
Yeah. Have you? I mean, what was the impact of it?
Sir, that reverse migration is not going to have any impact. Reverse migration was due to the panic conditions created at the place of destination, and so the migrant workers came back to their place of origin in order to save themselves. Cause and what it reflects that they were simply living there, earning money, and they are just meeting the two ends. They are not saving anything over there. So what they did, they just came back to the place of origin in order to save themselves, in order to cause they were their earnings were stopped automatic in an emergency manner. So they just came to their place of origin in order to survive, sir.
Okay, it
Okay,
means
Abhay
that.
Kumar. Yeah. Just you can analyze the migrant problem of the migrant labor on the basis of that their background. Those persons who are working in that some area and they have left that area due to the COVID-19, in which area they are going to shift, that should also be analyzed, right?
Okay, sir.
So that will be the more significant, this study will be more significant in future if you propose this planning like this at micro level. Those who
Okay,
are coming from the job area and shifting their native place, in which field they are going to shift like this. So we should recognize their skill. Somebody is working in the construction area and again he shifted in that area. So his skill, the skill or the background of the labor should also be recognized. So according to them, due to this COVID, they have migrated from the job area to their native place, to their particular place where they are living. So that's the problem. So we should propose a planning for the future, right? So
okay, sir.
that would be more significant. Abhay Kumar, you are doing good work,
Okay,
but
sir.
at the same time, you go ahead and do something in the field, collect some information from the field.
Thank you,
Okay?
sir. Thank you,
Okay,
sir. Thank you for your
okay.
blessing, sir.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you. So I am inviting the next person who will be presenting Mr.
Mohammed
Mohammed.
Faisal.
Yes,
Mohammed
sir.
Faizan.
Yes, sir.
Mohammed Faizan, are you ready to present?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please show your presentation or do you have your PPT?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
As
So,
PPT is
okay, that's
visible,
good.
sir.
Very nice. Okay, you can use full screen, no problem, because we have bar on this
Okay, sir.
upper side. Okay, good. Looking very nice.
Okay.
Easily we can watch. Yes.
Very good morning. One year all present here. I'm third year UG student, Geoinformatics Engineering, at Anna University, Chennai. Uh, for this kind of work, we have to follow some kind of methodologies and whole structure for the development of the content. And this is the outline of the presentation. Today, my topic is urban heat island. First, we have to know what is meant by urban heat island. An urban heat island is an urban area or metropolitan area that is significantly warmer than its rural area due to the human activities. The term heat island can be used to refer any area that is relatively hotter than its surrounding, but generally refer to the human disturbed area. And this is mainly due to the urbanization, the conversion of the land to the uses associated with the growth of population and economy. Urban development reduces the vegetation cover and adds the heat absorbing surface such as rooftops, building, etc. Heat is also added from the other sources in the city such as fuel combustion, air condition units, etc. As you seen in the diagram, this is a classical representation of the temperature profile of an urban area. When you compare with surrounding, the middle part, which is metropolitan area, his temperature is comparatively high and his comparatively low between his surrounding area. This diagram shows clear idea of urban heat island effect. And this is my objective of this study. The first objective is to analyze the spatial and temporal change of the land use, land cover distribution of the Chennai city during 2000, 2010 and 2020. And second objective is to estimate the urban heat island effect using the Landsat 7 and 8 remote sensing data. And third objective is to analyze the relationship between LST with NDVI, NDBI and LUSC. And the fourth objective is to analyze the spatial temporal variation of LST, NDVI, NDBI for the Chennai city during 2000, 2010 and 2020. And final objective is to suggest recommended the possible mitigation measurement to UHI effect. And this is my study area. Chennai is the capital city of the Tamil Nadu, is fourth largest metropolitan city in India. Chennai metropolitan area, which is 36th largest urban by population in the world, where in India it is the third largest population region. So this is the data that I have used for this study, Landsat 7 and 8 satellite imagery for 2000, 2010 and 2020. Here some of the details. And this is the methodology part. For this, we have to follow those steps shown in the flowchart. First, we have to collect the data. For this, I have downloaded the data from the USGS website, and then such kind of processing such as extraction of steady area and geometric correction, etc. For the preparation of the LST map, have to follow the 6 major steps shown in the flowchart, and to prepare the map accordingly, such as NDVI map, NDBI map, LUSC map. And finally, we have to estimate urban heat island. For the reference, I have used Google Earth imagery. Then parameters incorporate in the studies. First, estimation of land surface temperature. For this, I have to follow the 6 major steps. Step 1 is conversion of digital number to spectral radians, and step 2 is conversion of spectral radians to the temperature Kelvin, and step 3 is conversion of Kelvin to Celsius, and step 4 is estimation of NDVI, and step 5 is estimation of land surface emissivity, and step 6 is, and final step is estimation of land surface temperature. And then come to estimation of NDBI. For the Landsat 7 data, I have used band 4 and band 5. For Landsat 8 data, I have used band 5 and band 6. And then come to LUSC map. LUSC map is produced by supervised classification techniques by maximum likelihood classifier algorithm. And graph for various land use land cover area has been produced by using MS Excel. The class includes first vegetation, barren land, and build-up area, and finally is water. And come to result and discussion. This is output map of the NDVI produced using the ArcGIS 10.8. As you see, the plus values indicates the vegetation area shown in the green color, where the minus values indicate the build-up areas, waters, and other land surface, which shown in the red colors. And as you see in the table, a NDVI value is continuously increasing from 2000 to 2020. From 2000, it is 0.33. From 2010, it is 0.42. 2020, it is 0.59. And then come to spatial and temporal analysis of LST. As you seen, the high temperature value shown in the red color and the low temperature value shown in the blue color. As you see, this is the point step analysis to detect the urban heat island in the area. As you see the map from 2000 to 2020, it is also increasing. And then come to spatial and temporal analysis of the NDBI. The plus values indicates the high build-up areas, and the minus values indicates the land other landforms. And finally come to spatial and temporal analysis of the LUSC. The analysis of the result of the 3 land cover maps. 3 land cover maps, as you see in the graph, the build-up areas is increasing by 36%, as it decreases by 74%, and the band is decreased by 8%, and water bodies decreased by 1%. And next come to relation between LST and NDVI.
Can you
correlation
explain
analysis?
Yes, please, Faizan. When you are talking about the variation from one area to another, like the spatial variation and temporal variation, can you give some sort of geographical background of that area? What's the basic reason? What's the basic cause? You have to explain the cause and effect simultaneously. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
give some sort of example. What's the reason behind the high variation and low variation? When you are talking about the area,
Okay, sir.
And the one area to another, difference between one area to another. At the same time, you have to highlight some geographical factors behind this. Okay? Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, continue, please.
Uh, this okay, sir. The correlation analysis was carried out to evaluate the relationship between LST and NDVI map. As you seen, it shows negative correlation across all the 3 years from our result. High surface temperature shown in the build-up areas and barren surface, where low surface temperature shown in the green vegetative areas. And relationship between LST and NDBI, it shows the direct relationship and also show the positive correlation in the NDBI LST relationship. From our result, it shows high surface temperature are shown in same build-up areas and low surface temperature shown in healthy vegetation areas. And finally, relationship between LST and LUSC. Urban areas are the highest average temperature, followed by the barren land, forest, vegetation, and water bodies in 2000, 2010, 2020 respectively. Second is barren land. All LUSC categories, the second highest temperature, followed by the agriculture over the steady period. And third is water bodies. Water bodies having the lowest LST in the all 3 years. As result, build-up areas has highest positive relationship with highest LST level, suggesting that the urban heat island present in the region. Finally, conclusion, the study also shows the most of the area with low temperature in 2000 are transformed to the hotter hotspot in the 2010 and the more hotter area in 2020 due to the rise in the build-up area over the years. The result show the decreasing in the vegetation. This means the change in the land use land cover indicates change in the urban heat island effect. And also the relationship between LST with NDVI, NDBI, LUSC by the correlation analysis, it shows that the relationship between LST and NDBI show the positive correlation, and LST with NDVI is show the negative correlation, and for LST and LUSC it show the positive correlationship. Finally, this project signifies the use of the remote sensing and GIS technique as a cost-effective and time-saving methodology for the land surface temperature emission and analysis. Based on the result of these studies, it has been recommended increasing the trees, vegetation cover in the cities, and installing the green roof, installing the cool roofs, and utilizing the smart growth practice. Thank you, sir.
Sir, your mic is mute, sir.
What you suggest? What you suggest?
Yes, sir.
How to reduce this variation from one built-up area to the suburb area like this? You whatever you have.
Yes, sir. We have to increase the trees and vegetation
Plantation should
covers
be there,
across
number one.
along the roads. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but one thing I suggest you that you should highlight one more thing, that the decentralized policy should be adopted to reduce the variation between one area to another. Decentralized policy means industrial should be set up in the more in the fringe area or the suburb area, or the automobile should also be diverted. So the internal transport or the infrastructure or the internal circulation should be also based on the planning. Right?
Okay, sir.
Okay, you please note down and go ahead. Okay. Thank you. Any
Okay.
discussions?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, I have one question, sir.
Yeah, Urmi Sharma, please. Yes,
Sir,
say
I
something.
just want to ask Faizan that he is using 3 seasons data, I think, for March, April, and May. But
Yes, sir.
sir, as the NDVI is very seasonally affected, so I just want to ask a justification for the time he has chosen.
Daytime, ma'am.
No, actually, you are taking one March data for 2010, and then you are going
Yes.
for 2000 May and April for other years. So I think the LST values will be affected as the NDVI is very seasonally affected. So I request you if you can.
No, it is not affected so much, ma'am.
Okay, so you are not calculating LST based on NDVI, is it?
Ah,
Okay, then that's fine.
Okay, okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, you note down, you just fixed a particular, when you are talking about NDVI index, then
Okay, okay.
like the Umi Sharma suggested, then you have to monitor that particular time when you are talking about the September month, then the March.
Okay,
So you fix the variation, the temporal, difference between 6 months, 3 months, like the quarterly observations, like monthly observations. You have to fix at the same date and time. You have to go for observation in the next year, like this.
okay, okay,
So
sir.
time should be fixed. When you are collecting data in the month of December and you are just next year you are collecting the data in the month of October, that doesn't mean. Okay, so you have to fix a
Right.
particular time, day, and the month also.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that would be
Okay,
more,
okay.
more
Oh,
fruitful. Okay, then.
okay, sir. Thank
Yes, next I am inviting Mr.
Nisha Sohani, Miss.
Nisa Sohani. Miss Nisa Sohani, are you
Yes, sir.
ready?
Yes, sir.
Please, Nisa Sohani.
Faisal
Yes.
sir, please stop your screen share.
Okay, Nisa Sohani is available.
One
Yes,
minute, sir.
so your presentation. Have you presentation?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, so you PPT.
Yes, sir. 1 minute, sir.
Okay, no problem. We are watching. You have already shown your slides. Just start talking. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir. Uh,
Limited time.
Sir, a very good afternoon to all the respectable professor of present here, and I'm the student of Jamia Millia Islamia, New Delhi, and my topic is spatio-temporal analysis of urbanization in Kolkata city through two indices, that is NDVI and NDBI. And first of all, we have to know, and we all know that what is urbanization, and what is the definition and meaning of that urbanization is. It is an small area forming cities and an urban place that cause human history has been marked by a process of accelerating urbanization. And now we can see that world level urbanization, that is now today 55% of the world population lives in urban area, and it is expected that 68% by 2050. And in our earth, many of the country that like North America and Latin America, Caribbean, Europe, and they are already urbanized. And in India, according to the country data, urbanization is in India is mainly due to the expansion of cities and migration of people. And now many cities like New Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad, Kolkata, Chennai are now called the urbanized city in India. And my study area is Kolkata city. And let's we know about Kolkata, as Kolkata is the second largest city in India, is the capital of West Bengal, and it is located near the Hooghly River. And the population density is 63,000 per square mile in this city. And this graph shows that the urbanization in Kolkata city, and we know and we can see that suburbs area of Kolkata city is highly increasing day by day from 2000 from 1901 to 2011. And the next is the analysis of urbanization in
Please
Kolkata.
conclude.
That
Conclude. We have limited time. Okay. Conclude, please.
okay, okay.
Huh.
This is my
That's good.
study area, and I use the Landsat 4
You
a.
explain your methodology only. Yeah.
Okay. And what is NDVI? You also know the formula, and modified NDVI. And analysis of that 2001, the green vegetation is higher than 2011, and then 2020. The green vegetation is decreasing day by day, and the NDVI index shows that the build up area, the urbanization, the city area are more increasing from 2001 11 or 2020 2020. It is the highly urbanized year that the NDVI index shows, and the result shows the decreasing value of NDVI and increasing value of NDBI. That shows the urbanization is taking places more speed in a speed, and for this we have facing many problems in the urbanized area. That is, Kolkata is insufficient and decreasing day by day. Huge carbon are generated in Kolkata city from vehicular emission every year. That is more affected the urban of Kolkata, and we have the suggestion that people should made aware of the importance of the trees, particularly in the case of Kolkata, and need to plant trees, and some rules should be enforced that no more building or malls cutting down the trees, and household can tempted allow a certain amount of money if they plant a certain number of trees. That's and conclusion, that's we use the GIS data, and GIS is widely accepted in the urban landscape planning. That's how much area was affected by the build-up area, and what we should generate to building to plant the trees. And at the same time, the government and many other private authorities should be implemented forested said approaches. In that purpose, GIS can be effective tools in preserving and monitoring urban greenery and open spaces in urban area. Thank you.
You
Sir?
presented very nicely. Nisha?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Anything more?
Yes, sir.
Just you
Yes, sir.
conclude in single line. Just what you want to say for purpose of planning.
Sir,
Hmm.
Sir, urbanization is most important in to digital India, but we don't forget the creativity of nature. So we can't cut down the trees. We are balancing to plantation of trees and urbanized the city as well as all the cities, because it is more helpful for next generation to how to use and how to self-employed in urban areas. So side by side we also taking care of the nature. It is not helpful, it is more harmful to our health and
You know one thing may be noted. The area of green area is decreasing due to the expansion
Yes,
of city in the suburban area. So the
Yes, sir.
decentralized policy should be adopted, like in the other
Yes.
countries also they are maintaining. What happened, we are just going built up area is continuously developed. There is a ribbon development, then the construction is taking place along with the roads, highways, actual growth is there. That should be stopped.
Yes.
And people are changing their land use pattern also. That should
Yes.
be monitored. Like, so you suggest some planning for the future writing also. Hai na? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Anything more? Anybody wants to say something? Okay, next I am inviting, who is coming?
Grezina.
Yeah, Grezina, yes please. Are you ready? Grezina?
Yes, sure. Yes, sir. I'm ready.
Yes, please. Grezina is available. Yes, please present.
Okay, thank you, sir. So
First you
the
introduce
audience.
yourself. First you introduce.
Yeah, I already introduced myself when I was asking question, but again, my name is Grażyna Haberek. I'm from the University of Gdańsk in Poland. Okay. And I would like to tell you the story about our research, Polish India research, but very shortly, because I know we don't have time. So only why we took this research, what we did, and the main conclusions. I will try my best to be as fast as possible.
Okay.
Okay, but why my presentation
Welcome.
doesn't work?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the main and the idea of the research was because in my previous research, I found that the Mangalore is highly ranked as a reliable city in India. And of course, the citizens of the city, the Mangalore city, they are very happy of this, that the quality of life is growing up. But also in comments on the website, they say that they are worried about this attractiveness of the city will attract also the poor people, and the poorness in the city cause the troubles in the future. So then I met last year in the IGU conference in the Central University of Haryana. I met the Dhanaraj, and we discussed this problem because he is the scholar research in the Mangalore University. And then I asked Julia, she works with me, she's also from the University of Gdańsk, and her specialization is the social capital dependencies, how to create the social capital. So we focused on this part of the sustainable development, about the society part, about the sustained development of the population, not only the amount of the population, but also how to create this quality of the population, so the social capital. And our research questions were, of course, about the city. Are there focus on this problem in their strategies? Are there any real actions from the city side to attract educated people to stay, to settle in the cities? And what does students, our students of master studies think of this in Gdańsk and also in Mangalore? Can they notice any action of the city to encourage them to settle in the city? So this aim of this presentation, I will show only the part of the survey we did, and the part of the what we find out. So the aim is to compare master students' perception of the city actions to encourage them to stay in those cities. I will make it. So one moment. Of course, in Gdańsk policy, there's the main aim of the policy is to, at the first place, education as social capital, and also there are some action to bring people to the city, and also there are some action focus to the educated people, to encourage them to study in Gdańsk and also to settle after the study. We managed to ask 159 students of master studies of the University of Gdańsk, and 80% of them said that yes, they want to settle in the city after the study. They were from the other cities, and also urban areas. What is the pro? Why they want to stay? It's a job and life quality in the city. What is the cons? The main con was it's too expensive to accommodate in the city. So this is discourage the students to stay in our city. When we ask if they see any actions from the city side to encourage them to stay in the city, 50% say yes and 50% say no. They cannot see any actions from the city, but they know, like for example, the city president scholarships, and what they expect from the city is to job placement and internships. And yes, Gdańsk have such programs. In Mangalore, there is no like this in the master plan or in this idea of smart city, the strategy not focus on the social capital so much, but there is, for example, the scholarships for the postgraduate studying in Mangalore, so to encourage them to stay longer in the city. When we ask, we managed to ask 89 people, their master students, and less than 50% are eager to stay after the study in the city. what is the pro? It's a life quality there. What the cons, especially no job there and low salary comparing to other cities. If we ask, they can see any possibilities from the city, they can stay there. More than 60% say no, they cannot see any things, any actions from the city. They want to encourage they to stay. There are some programs like, for example, bus passes to study there. Yes, but what the students want, what will be better to stay them, to make them easier to stay, job placement, of course, trainings, preferential accommodation costs. And there are also the place to say their own opinion about the city. And one opinion I took here, because it's very interesting and it's opening for the next discussion. The one student said, the Mangalore is great to live, but not to settle. That's very, very interesting statement. To conclude, what we observe, the needs in Poland and in India, the needs of young people are very similar. Most important jobs after study, if they could a job, they could stay. Gdańsk, the most focus on the cheaper apartments,
right,
and closeness to family. It's a Mangalore case. Okay.
Grazina,
Yes.
you have presented your paper very nicely. Just can you clear that how you collected data? Have you adopted some methodology for the collection of information from the field itself?
The study is not so much representative because we made the online formula and we asked it and we distributed among the students. And it's really hard to, in Poland, for example, it's really hard to encourage students to fill out the forms.
What's the basic difference have you just observed in between the city of Poland and the city of Mangalore, India?
That's the willingness to stay in the city, because in Poland, people where they study, they usually want to stay there. Because they create their friends, they find first job.
What you suggest between the difference between the city of Poland and the city of India? What you suggest?
We focused on the solutions. What city can do, like city council, yes, city corporation, what they can do. So I think more the cooperation with the companies and create like internships. Maybe even
you suggest some
founding together.
Introduced. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Nice presentation.
Thank you.
Anybody want to say something about this paper? Those who are available or participating in this session? Okay. Thank you. I'm inviting the next. Thank you, Regina. Okay. Go ahead. Okay, write something about the just paper. You have to go ahead. Okay, thank you. Very nice. Then I'm inviting the next who is available here. Sweta. Sweta is available here. Sweta.
Sani Prasad.
Yeah, San Prasad. Next, San Prasad.
Yes, sir.
Sweta, San Prasad. Yes, please. Have your presentation on through this PowerPoint?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please. Show your presentation. Okay.
Sir.
Santa Prasad and RB Singh and BW Pandey.
Yes,
Pandey
sir.
is not here?
No, sir. I'm presenting on the behalf of Pandey and Professor RB Singh, sir.
Yeah,
good afternoon. I'm Sant Prasad, PhD scholar in Department of Geography, Delhi School of Economics, University of Delhi. So my topic is urban heat island assessment using the satellite data case study of Varanasi city. So starting with the introduction part. So urbanization is one of the most significant contribution toward the phenomena of global warming, as more than 50% of the human
Yes, please
human.
analyze your data only, okay?
Okay,
And
okay,
then
okay,
go
okay,
for
okay.
conclusion.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Best thing is that.
So these are the
Because
introduction
we have
part.
limited time.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, okay. These are this is the my study area of Varanasi city, which is situated in the Uttar Pradesh, east part of Uttar Pradesh. This is a database of my study area. I have selected Landsat 8 satellite data for the time period of March and May with the 30-meter resolution data. So this is the data method process top of atmosphere radiance and this is a brightness temperature BT. I have calculated BT, NDVI, PB, and LST, and finally is NDVI. So finally in the result and this is the okay. So result and discussion in relation to understand the temperature distribution within the study area for cross section. For cross section, LST profile were generated, which are drawn and analyzed from the linear lines in LST profile of Varanasi city. With the help of LULC, the sandbar area near River Ganga shows a maximum diurn temperature with 38.6 degrees Celsius, which gets heated directly by the sunlight, is reduced through transmitted, followed by the built up land having one of the highest temperature and built up land with green space showing the significantly lower radiant temperature due to the amount of the heat stored within urban vegetation. In case of urban water bodies, temperature observed is around 26.8 degrees Celsius. This is the two time period of and the major findings of the my work is in March 2018 there is a negative relationship between LST and NDVI, where a minimum value of NDVI is around minus 0.055 water body and maximum is 0.449, which is agricultural land. While the surface temperature vary between 27.224 degrees Celsius to 39.14 degrees Celsius. In terms of temperature, the sandbar area has shown high value in both months March and May. The major area is north and northwest, southwest part of the city experience a higher NDVI, while the central area and some part of the north have experienced a low value. In contrast with LST temperature of the water bodies, crop park and green land are lower as compared.
Please conclude.
Yeah,
Please.
this is the regression line which show
Okay,
the.
no problem. You have just explained everything. Yeah.
Okay, yes, yeah.
Because time is going to be over and 2-3 papers.
Okay, sir. This is
That's the problem.
yeah, this is a relationship between. So finally, the relationship between LST and DBI, LST and DBI, and LST and DBI, and LST and DBI built up index. The LST profile for the Varanasi provide a detailed account of variation in the temperature with relation to distance and is used for profile development with the spectral variability obtained from the point value, where surface temperature has been found lower in outer northern sections and higher near the river Ganga and to the south of the BHU, and means Banaras Hindu University. In period of March 2018 correlation, this is the 2000 March 2018 correlation between.
Please conclude.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
yeah. So finally, the summary and conclusion. This study UHI is focused on the relationship between LST with the selected entities NDVI and NDVI using the Landsat 8 OLI and TRS data. A regression analysis was performed to connect the important parameter LST and NDVI and which are used to identify temperature in both agricultural land and built up area. As a result, in month of March was marked by high temperature rising 27 to 39, while the month of May 2018 is vary from 24 to 34 degrees Celsius. In addition, the core region of Varanasi city exhibit higher temperature, which decreases as move toward the periphery. Since the amount of built-up area goes down, vice versa, agricultural land. The linear regression of LST and NBI is positively skewed. Further analysis was procured by combining NDVI where the NDVI is
So
maximum.
what you suggest? Finally, one line, single line. What you suggest?
Sir, actually, as you told about the, I suggest basically the Varanasi city is a very congested area. So in terms of transport sector. So the decentralization policy may be, yeah. As you told,
At
sir.
the same time, planning for the circulation within the city, intra-urban planning for the circulation, transport should
Yeah.
also be adopted. Otherwise, we will be facing the problem of congestion, concentration or accumulation of population in particular areas, central areas of city. That's the problem. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next.
Anjana
So,
Mathur. Anjana Mathur.
I will be inviting Anjana Mathur. Yes, please. Are you available here?
Yes, sir, I'm available.
Okay. Yes, please.
Sir, I have two papers, one after the other. So I'll be presenting both
You
of them.
please simultaneously just after this one also.
Yes.
Yes, because we have limited time. You will be the last one. Huh? I think one more. Last but one. Huh?
Sir, I am also there, sir. Srinagesh.
Okay.
I'm also there. Shweta Waterpool.
Shweta?
Waterpool, sir.
Okay, first she started. I will invite you. No problem.
Anjana, carry on, please. Continue.
Anjana, carry on, and I will invite you, Sant. No, Shweta, I will invite you. Okay. Next, afternoon. Yes, Anjana ji. Yes, start.
Yes, this is my paper. I'm teaching in Delhi University, but I'm also having a personal NGO, and these are the findings of the NGO that I run. And what we do that we are dealing with the women in the urban slums. We have adopted 7 slums in Delhi, and over the last 3 years, we've been working with them for personal hygiene. So almost 1/10 of 10% of Delhi's population lives in slums, and a large percentage of the women are a large percentage of the population is also of women, and most of them are from the lower caste. Now the residents. The slums are usually inhabited by the people who are migrants from the other states. So, and they set up whenever they move to the city, they set up their juggies or shanties on vacant lands. And the slums are generally very made up of very unhygienic and unplastered bricks, tarpaulin, discarded doors, windows, cement, tin sheets, and one room is shared by many people. There are no very small spaces or absence of space for bathing, no toilets, and sometimes government provides toilets. There is no provision of water, and there are open drains. So the women in Delhi slums have very, very low literacy rates. The male slum dwellers consider females as an object. The ladies therefore have very low status even within their own families. Females are regularly beaten and abused by the drunken husbands, fathers, brothers. The female health education is the worst affected. Even though a female might be earning, all the money is spent by males. They have zero or negligible knowledge about personal hygiene, and menstruation is still considered taboo, and many females refuse to talk about it and spend money on it. So this is what we found when we were initially went to the slums, that they use rags, husk. The government has been doing its own bit with the slum dwellers. It has Asha Community Health and Services, Urban Shelter Improvement Board. There's the Bhagidari system also in place. But the gaps, there are many gaps in the governmental efforts. Girls continuously drop out of school due to the inability to purchase sanitary pads. Women continue to use dirty
Madam,
material.
just,
Adult
just,
literacy classes.
madam, there are a lot of things. But have you
Yes,
adopted any methodology for collection of the
yes, yes,
information?
yes. I'll go by that.
Okay.
This is the my society,
Just
and
you
what we
explain the
do.
methodology. Yes, please.
Yes. We what we do, we provide the women with menstrual hygiene products, and we also have doctors along with us. This is our community where we work. Our this is These are our uh, volunteers along with the women. These are our doctor, and who accompanies us many times to the slums. And here we can see the women. We collect the data about the women continuously over the period of time, and we record what are the changes that um, the women find. So what we find that there is a stark gender inequality in the studied slums, the slum population. Even in the slums, there's a rich-poor divide. The women initially did not want to talk, and the financially independent women have slightly more freedom to talk and spend rather than the non-earning women. So what we found that 80% of women are unaware that using clean menstrual products ensures good health. So 85% of the women suffer from UTI continuous infections. This is the initial finding, what we collect, the data that we collected from here. And more than 75% of the women and their family members suffered from cholera, malaria, dental problems, and lice. More than 50% of these women were aware that there is availability of products and hygiene items like toothpaste and shampoo, but considered them non-essential. So there was a division of the population in the slums along the caste, religious, and regional lines. There was also a division along income lines, along the assets owned by the population, along the house type they had, and but these lines were not very strong among the women, as poverty bound them together, and the women were generally found to be supportive of each other. So what we did, we provided women with free hygiene products, and what as we were providing them continuously over a few months, the women became very strong. Like they had a very strong sense of health, and they could control their health. They could control. They had a type of control over their lives. Then they also
Yes.
understood because the
Okay.
doctor was
There are
there.
a lot of things you have discussed. So many things. Just I want to know,
Yes,
when
sir.
we talk about the all these things about the health, education, their jobs, their income, but have you
Yes.
studied about their residential status? They have got the patta or not? They have got the authorized land for the residence or not?
And sir, there is
Have
just
you
one
studied
slum. Yes,
something
sir.
about this
Yes,
thing?
sir. Yes, sir. There
Yeah,
was one.
because
There
they
is
are
one.
facing the problem of authorization of their land where they are residing. That's the problem.
Yes, sir. The slums, obviously, the slums are unauthorized. One of the slums that we have adopted, they
Yeah.
have been allotted land in outer Delhi, and many of them have started moving to the
Where is the
proper Pakka houses in Bhavana. But the major problem was that the houses that they've been
Yes.
provided are outside the city, or they're quite far from the city center. So
Yeah.
the people who are working in the city center, they find it very inconvenient and they don't want to move away.
Yeah.
So although they've got the houses, they refuse to go, because then they are not able to pay for the transportation to the city center where they are working. So
Okay. Thank you, madam. Thank you. So nice of you. And you presented your paper very nicely. And I hope that you go ahead in future also and start writing something, because a lot of things you have in your study that should be
yes, sir.
highlighted. The problem should be solved. Then that they are facing the problem of space. They are facing the problem of authorization of their land where they are residing. That's the problem. Regulation of that areas. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir,
Okay.
should I move to the next paper?
Because you have people have gone for the lunch and the time is over already. We have consumed 15 minutes more after this session. So I'm
Okay,
sorry to
okay, sir.
say
Okay,
the
okay,
time
okay.
is over.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm inviting who is remaining?
Dr. Shazia.
Doctor. Okay.
Dr. Shazia.
Dr. Sajia.
Yes, sir, I am present.
Yes, please.
Now,
Start.
just a minute, I'll stop sharing.
नहीं, वो खुद ही है.
I've stopped sharing. Yes.
Yes, Anjana madam. Yes,
Please
please.
stop your PPT.
Yeah. Stop your share screen.
Okay.
Madam Anjana. Share screen, you stop this.
Okay. Sir, it has stopped.
Yeah,
Sir,
yeah.
I've stopped
Dr.
sharing.
Shazia, please.
Look, please continue, Sajia.
Sir, we are running out of the time actually.
Yeah,
Please limit it to 5
last.
minutes.
We have to give some time because most of them are the scholars, research scholars.
Actually, there are 2 to 3 papers are already left, sir.
Okay, just I will give
Sir,
you.
shall I start my presentation?
Yeah,
Please,
please.
please start.
Okay, first of all, good afternoon to all of you. I am from Department of Geography, AMU Aligarh.
Okay.
The topic of my presentation is migration from northeastern region to metropolitan cities in India. Sir, I know there is a lack of time, so I am going to highlight a few important points here. The first important thing is why I have chosen this topic. So I have gone through a lot of literature and I found that the migration from northeast region is increasing over a period of time. This created me the interest, and the researchers also suggested that it will also increase in the near future. So as there is a lack of 2011 census data, now the data has been released by the Census of India. It is interesting to find out whether the claims are
Sajia,
true
you are
or
not
not.
showing your PPT. You are not showing.
So I'm showing my PPT.
Yes, it is not there on screen.
If you want to share, please.
If you want to share, please.
Okay, sir. Okay.
There on screen.
Sir, just give me a few minutes.
If you.
Shweta, next is your turn, so please ready with your PPT.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay, that's good. Yes, Shweta.
So is it visible?
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
not
sir.
now.
Thank you.
Not now. Not now.
Not now.
Not now. Oh my God.
No, sir, it's not visible.
Okay, just start talking only. No problem.
Okay.
No problem. We are listening.
Oh, okay. Sir, sorry
Okay.
for this inconvenience.
No
Sir, actually the paper is focused on to find out the total volume of out migrants from northeastern states to the metropolitan cities Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, and Kolkata of India. And the study is based on the duration of data 2001 and 2011. The boundary of a state has been considered as the smallest unit of a study. Sir, as it is not possible without the slides.
Okay. Talk about methodology, what you just applied for this analysis of data. Talk about your methodology.
Okay, sir.
Techniques you applied
So
for.
I'm trying to show my slides. So just give me a few minutes. Okay, this is not done. Sorry, sir. I'm
No problem. Conclude.
really
Just
presenting my paper.
you say something about
Sir.
planning.
Okay.
Say something about
Sir,
planning.
yes, sir.
What you want
Sir,
to
in
say.
my study, I have chosen the data regarding those migrants whose duration of residence was 1 to 4 years, so that we can get the actual status of the migrant, what is the real position behind this. I have taken the data of for the year 2001 and 11. So the data shows that the number of out migrants from northeastern region is reducing. It reduced from 2,57,000 to 2,35,000. So here the claim of the researcher is false, that the trend of migration is increasing from northeastern region. The reality is that based on the census data that the trend is declining, that the lesser number of northeastern people out migrate from their state to the other states of India. If we see the state-wise data, then Assam is ranked at the first position. The highest number of out migrants are from Assam, and followed by the Manipur, Tripura, Arunachal Pradesh.
Okay.
If we see the total out migration from northeastern region for all duration. So this emphasizes what is the reason behind this lesser out migration from this state. So the Census of India provides the transform.
About planning only. Just you say something about planning. What you suggest?
Eastern region have several serious problems ranging from social underdevelopment, economic to political. The economies of northeastern region are underdeveloped agrarian society with very weak industrial sectors and inflated service sectors. Moreover, industrialization has failed to take off in the region.
Yeah.
Also, the culture of burns in the region has created disorder with the education system. Hence, Northeast people migration is caused by rapid educational development, unemployment, underdeveloped economy, and industrialization,
That's
ailing
good.
educational system and infrastructure,
Okay.
socio-political unrest, among other reasons. So,
Okay.
sir, main finding is that the northeastern people have out-migrated to cities such as Delhi, Bangalore, Kolkata, and Mumbai, despite of job uncertainty, racial prejudice, and discrimination in search of
Okay,
employment
thank you.
opportunities.
Thank you very much. Now time is over.
Shazia, time is
Or
over.
I hope that you will be continuing on the study of this particular area. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Start.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Actually, there is another paper is there.
Yeah, we have the paper. Last one.
Shweta, please.
Shweta, please present yourself. Ashish sir, just we are calling those who are remaining there.
This is the last paper.
We are giving them time. No problem.
Excuse me, ma'am. I am also awaiting my presentation. Chandrakant Pavel.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, Shweta. Yes.
Okay, sir. So, a very good morning to everyone present here. I am Shweta Bhattakur. I am a postgraduate in geography. So today my paper is based on continuity and change, a study of biweekly market in Beltola, Assam, Guwahati. So as we know that urban population of India accounts for 31.16%, and of this total population of urban population of Assam is about 14%, and which is growing at a rapid rate. Decadal rate was 2.46. So the thing is that commercial and marketplaces commercial and marketplaces have formed the focal point of understanding the changes which happens. Commercial and market spaces can consider to be a wheel which has impact on the space and the people organization of space, and which in turn leads to transformation of the society. So in this paper, I basically tried to analyze the impact of urbanization, urban morphology with the help of this market. So how this market has been changing.
Shweta, talk about techniques you applied for the analysis of data only. Okay? Then conclude within 2 minutes. Yes.
So the methodology was basically, it was a qualitative survey based on structured and unstructured interview, and I used cognitive maps to understand the organization of the bazaar. So basically, the results and findings are that the market has been changing due to the influx of communities from other nearby areas like Sonapur, Kamrup, and the indigenous character of the market is slowly being changed. Due to this, the tribal communities who used to come here are under constant fear of losing their identity and their earnings as well. In 2000, basically, I'm just shortening the whole PPT. In 2010, the government has taken an initiative to lay down a stone for a multi-story building. So the indigenous character of the market from the field space is going to be transformed to a multi-story building now. So most of the people that I've interviewed, some of them are not even aware that they are going to be transformed to the building. So the thing is that initially the market was confined to a field area, but due to the Gunda tax or the local police and whatever, they wanted to extract more money out of it. So what they did was they transformed the space from the small field to the roads. So the Beltola market transformed itself from a small field to the nearby linear road. So due to the linear nature of the road, the market has been expanding exponentially. And per head earnings of the people are also decreasing. now why the market is still being sustaining is because of the mass pooling of transport, which reduces the
Conclude, please. Conclude. Yes, please.
so market also act as a place of socialization where informal relationships are being developed. I try to analyze the market on the basis of gender. So these are the women who were selling liquor. So it's unlawful, but how this gendered space and I try to analyze this.
Say something about planning or conclude your paper. We don't have time. Time is over now. I'm giving extra time.
Okay, sir. Basically, so what
There are some technical sessions.
Yes, sir. So basically, what I want to conclude my study as by saying this, that the perceived and the conceived spaces are getting transformed by changing in the indigenous character of the market due to both structural and non-structural changes. The structural changes include, changing from the market from a field area to a multi-story building, and there are now lack of spaces for the women to go for their nature's call because of the concretization of urban spaces. And non-structural changes includes the gendered spaces where women selling liquor are considered to be resulting in ill practices in the society. So basically, I want to conclude my study by saying that the understanding of socio-spatial thinking by mapping the strategic argument ontology of the respondents can help in future urban sustainability and address the impact of negative.
Thank you, Sweta. Nicely presented your paper. Now, who is remaining?
Sir, I am there.
Sir, Chandrakant.
Present. Not in the list.
Dr. Ashish. Jyoti mein?
You announce your name at that time.
Ashish Pathe, Dr. Ashish Pathe.
Share screen.
Remaining, just you recommend the name because we have announced earlier name of all the presenters.
अच्छा वो चाल रही है नाम आएगा तो ये मैं आ जाऊँ शेयर स्क्रीन करते ही मिनिमाइज करके उधर जाते हैं
Sir, I'm also awaiting my presentation.
Hello, sir.
Sorry, we have already just invited you, but the time is over. Next technical session will be going on.
Actually, sir, one paper is there. Jyotirmoy wants to present one paper. He says
Ashish Pathe.
Hello, sir. Daso, sir, please. Hello. Are you listening?
शेयर किधर गवर्नमेंट शेयर नहीं करता
Sir, I'm ready with my presentation. Can I go ahead, Dr. Chandrakant?
Yeah, just say something about 2 minutes only. I am allotting you 2 minutes. Dr. Chandrakant, yes, you can say something about it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Just say something, only 2 lines. Don't go for presentation.
Only
say something about you, what you want to say in your paper.
Yes, sir. As my preceding speakers have already talked in length about some of the major cities in India, my presentation is focused on a secondary city in India, which is located in the far northeast corner of India, which is Guwahati city.
Dr.
Guwahati city, yes, sir. So Guwahati, this is the study area. Guwahati city is a very one of the million city. In very recently, it has become a million city, and the population in Guwahati city has been extending at an unprecedented rate. In this paper, in this research, I have looked into the urban sprawl assessment, where I have taken 6 indicators. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The findings are that the city has long been spreading.
Please conclude.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Only we have allowed only for 2 minutes. People have gone. Next people session.
Okay. The city is spreading in the fringe areas.
Please conclude.
Sir, these are my concluding remarks. That we are looking into the fact that the densification of the city is much needed at this time, as the city is also being developed as a smart city. Thank you, sir.
Thank
you, sir.
Sir, I am ready.
Jyotirmoy
Mahanta.
Okay, just please say. Talk
Yes,
about
sir.
your theme of the paper.
Sir, as my topic, it is already written, vegetation health assessment by using NDVI method in Kendujhar district. Sir, here why I have chosen this topic, because this area falls on, it has a strategic location and it is coming under the area where it is getting.
Your name is not there in this session. We are talking about, this is the session only for the urban sustainability.
Sir, give me 2 minutes, sir. Sir, I will tell why I have
it is not listed. Your name is not, that will not be allowed. You go in that particular session. Okay. Just
Okay,
write
sir.
out your name that is listed. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, your name will be somewhere. So just sorry to say, your name is not there in this particular list. Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
sir. Thank you, sir.
So I am very much thankful to the organizers who invited me as a chairman of this session. At the same time, I also thankful to Dr. B. Nagesh and Ms. Urmi Sharma and the moderator Ashish Chand Pathe sir. Yes, Pathe sir, if you want to say something about this session.
Definitely, sir. Definitely, it's an interactive session, and I'm most thankful to you, sir, chairperson of the session, Professor P.R. Vyas. You are from Department of Geography, Mohanlal Sukhadiya University, Udaipur.
Yes.
And I was thankful to co-chairperson Professor B. Nagesh, Department of Geography, Osmania University, and Ms. Urmi Sharma, Department of Geography, Mohanlal Sukhadiya University, to chairing the session. Thank you very much.
Okay, Nagesh
Thank
sir,
you.
if you
Thank
want
you,
to say
sir.
something, Nagesh sir.
Sir, actually, yesterday there was some problem with my net connectivity.
Okay,
So
no problem.
I wanted to present the paper.
The
No
whole
issue, sir.
department know
Next.
me. I know.
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah.
So it was really wonderful, sir.
Sir,
Session was conducted very nicely, sir. Sir,
I know
thank
whole
you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So nice of you.
Thank you,
And
sir.
I just, congratulate all the
Sir.
paper presenters first. They have prepared the papers very nicely. They have got a lot of information in their paper and they applied methodology, techniques very properly, very best analysis they have shown here through the PowerPoint. And basically I want to say something, only the single line. The paper, most of the paper are based on the data, secondary data, but there should be some field studies should also be introduced. Field data on the ground reality, that should also be highlighted in their papers. So that would be more significant. So I am very much thankful to all the whole team of this session. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks to all.
Thank you, sir.
Because time is over.
Thank you,
So
sir.
many
Thank
things.
you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, Urmi Sharma. Yes, please say something.
Yes, sir. I congratulate all the presenters, and it was a very wonderful session, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks to all. Thanks to all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I thank the organizers as well. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
अरे भाई साहब लास्ट में बोलना था पर बोल क्या बोलूं समय कम है नहीं उनको देना जरूरी अब भाई क्या हुआ आप जब लास्ट में कोई भी आएगा तो निराश होकर जाएगा आपका अर्बन में लिस्टेड है तो उसको दे दो अब एक नहीं थी वो जबरदस्त जिद कर रही है चल रहा था चलो जी मनीष जी क्या हो गया अपन बोल रहे जो जा रहा है हो गया अब तो खत्म करो ना